it's wet, it's messy, it's sex on your period.
Hey guys, welcome to Taboo Topics. I'll be your host, Jeff Lopez, along with my co-host, Victoria Cardenas and Donna Martinez. And if you haven't guessed it yet, our topic for this episode is sex on your period.
Also known as, Donna, would you like to go ahead and talk about that?
Some other common names for it is red wings, crime scene sex, riding the red dragon, or crimson tide.
It's really gross. Just because crime scene sex, people think that you're doing it with a dead person.
A dead
Dead person.
A dead person, which isn't. That's not what it is.
It's an entirely different taboo topic.
Yeah, it's a totally different taboo topic. Have you guys heard of any of those names before?
No, I never heard of it.
Well, you heard of Red Wings, right?
I heard of red wings. I had a lot of friends that used to be like, oh yeah, so somebody's going to get their red wings tonight? I'm like,
Oh, so gross.
no.
Well, I mean, when we talked to Professor Johnson, she said what they said in the classroom was earning your red wings is when you go down on a girl when she's on her period.
Yeah, that's also what I heard too.
So it's not actual.
No, I heard it.
My
It's oral
question
sex.
is, who wants to go down on a girl when she's on her period? Like, that's really
Disgusting.
Who
gross.
wants to touch a girl when she's on her period?
It's like I told Donna when we first came up, when she first told me about this topic, I was like, why are you talking about this topic? Like, why do you want to do this? And then I thought about it, like, wait, have you thought about doing it? And she's like, yes.
But you've never done it.
No, I have not.
But
Good
she's
Lord.
thought about it.
Well, many people have thought about
But
it.
they
It's
haven't.
basically, when it comes down to it, is you think about it, and then you're like, no, let's not. Because then it's super gross. I think it's disgusting. Even though I'm, like, tempted to, I wouldn't do it.
I would feel really dirty, like, because I feel dirty as it is when, you know, I get my period. And then, like, you had someone else, and it's like, I don't want your junk touching my junk. It's not a good time.
Not
Would you ever consider it?
No.
You know?
No, I told her when she told me, I was like, ew.
That was a lot of people's reactions. It was really ew about it. Some
I wouldn't
people were
do
just
it.
like, no. But there also are, like, pros and cons to this whole topic.
There's pros to this. I mean, for one, it does shorten your period by a couple of days. Apparently, your organs create a stronger muscle that pushes out your blood faster. So then your period's like done sooner than you expected, which is a blessing for us women. But then we don't all want to go through that.
I mean, it's a lose-lose situation anyways. Just because, I mean, you either have sex with you're on your period and you can get your period over faster, or you just deal with your period. I mean, I don't know which one's better.
Well, you know, from my experience, you know.
Because you have periods so often.
No, I just even thought about it. It's just disgusting to me. Like, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, you know what? You suffer, all right? I'm not
I'll
gonna.
come back to it in a couple days.
I won't insert it, all right?
That's really mean. But, I mean, it's super gross. It reduces cramps though, which is actually really helpful during periods.
Okay, see, these are pros and cons, or pros
these are
at
pros
least,
right
are
now.
for the girls.
That are for the girls.
A guy doesn't have pros from this.
I mean, he gets some, but
But
that's
then
really
he's going to have a
it.
happy girlfriend. Let's be
That's
real.
true. And then
Well,
Shorter
yeah,
period.
That's good for
more
everyone, the happy
cramps.
girlfriend.
Like, he's going to have a happier
the
person
shorter
to deal with.
period, the faster they can have normal sex, or just sex without the period.
Yeah.
It's basically taking one for the team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to
They're
get it over
basically
with.
taking one for the team.
I'd rather suffer.
It also is because the blood is a natural lubricant. It's easier for a girl to get wet and have a lubrication for sex. I couldn't even say it with straight face.
You can just hear it now.
I want to hear the sounds of it. That's so gross. Like, we do not have a clip.
We're
Not that I
like,
know
trust
of.
us.
Yeah.
Oh.
But girls' hormones are also super high during this, so that means like the
They
more
want to have sex.
Yeah. But I don't think I'd ever get to that point where I'm like,
See, so
do me.
when you thought about it was because you were on your period and your
Yeah.
hormones were high?
Yes.
So
You
what
get
if
super
okay,
sexual.
but what if your hormones weren't high and you weren't like horny?
then I would agree with my normal state of mind that says, ew, gross.
It's like hormones, normal state. You gotta decide which one.
When your hormones start peaking, you're like, you know what? Maybe I could suffer through it once, like, try it. But then, like, when your, reality sets in,
And then
you're
you
like,
hear Jeff's noise over here, and you're like, nope.
you're the...
But, girls are also less likely to get pregnant during this whole time. It's not that it is a...
So this is the best time to go bareback.
Yes.
Yes.
But
ew.
Yeah,
Oh,
ew.
okay,
Ew.
so that's ill. But doing it on your period's not.
No, during your periods, ew, too. Like, it's so gross. Like, I'm sorry, anyone who's ever done it, because I know they probably thought it was a good
Well,
thing.
okay, I know many people have done it, and they said that it felt amazing. Like,
Yeah,
they're
that's
like,
what I've
oh my
heard,
god,
too.
it's so amazing, because you're so much more sensitive down there, and, like, it just feels, like, 20 times better than
It's
normal.
a boost to their ego that they're making girl feel that way.
Oh, for
Yeah.
guys, yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
But, like I said, ew.
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 But, yeah, girls can less likely get pregnant. But there are rare times where people have gotten pregnant. So it's not like a for sure thing.
Yeah.
So don't think like you can go in every time and like, yo, just wear a condom. Like, God.
Should always wear a condom unless that's like your
Always.
life partner.
Yeah, like unless you're good to go for the rest of your life. But even then,
That's still nasty.
yeah, like,
Still.
what do you think would be like another pro for guys?
We're
'Cause
pro.
these were stated
Pros
by
for girl.
Professor Johnson.
I told you I can't think of any pros for a guy except getting it in.
Getting
Just
some.
just
You're
do
getting
it.
it in. That's it. It's like, what else are you gonna get from it? It's not like the blood like has rejuvenating properties or something for the guy.
Okay. Now let's talk about them cons, because we've been saying that
Them
the whole
cons.
time. Well, there's a higher chance to spread STDs, especially AIDS, because it is blood still in the process that's being intertwined. So you still have that chance. So that's why you're supposed to wear a condom.
There's also a higher chance for women to catch it just because they're technically the receiver. So that's, I guess, like a pro for guys is they're not as likely to catch it.
But they still
But
have a
they
chance.
still-
They
Yeah.
can still catch it.
It's still a
Or,
con.
yeah.
And the biggest con of all, it's messy.
Ugh, it's super
It's
messy.
super messy.
The reason it's called the crime
scene sex, because it gets everywhere.
It's not like there's like a dead body or you go to a crime scene and it's like, I'm going to do it here.
You know, a lot of people we ask, we'll show you clips later, their first thought was sex with a dead body or at a crime scene.
And it was really weird. It was like, yo.
It's like, the
I'm
hell are
not
you
into
thinking
that,
about?
guys. like I said, totally
Total
topic.
different
It
topic.
could be a topic for another day.
But it is really messy, so just, I guess, be careful wherever you do
Be
it.
cautious.
Because that's really gross.
And if you do decide to do it, which, it's your own personal thing, place at least like a cloth underneath so then you don't get it all over the bed or wherever you're deciding to do it, because that just suck. Like, especially if you have like white sheets.
White sheets.
Especially if you have
Don't
white
do
sheets.
it on white sheets.
Get like deep red burgundy sheets.
Deeper. That 1 week you bring out the sheets.
or like,
That'll be a sign for your boyfriend
And
or
he'll be
your
like,
girlfriend.
or-
Say,
yeah.
oh, all right, we're getting it on.
they'll be like, yo, okay, we got this. No white sheets. You save those shit for like the good time.
Have like a checklist of everything you need. All right, we have those like deep burgundy sheets. All right, we got all the cleaning products. We got condoms.
Ew.
Yeah.
It just be safe. Also, that's a huge deal. Be safe. Like, wear a condom, especially if you don't know the person that well, but it's like a booty call or something. I mean, I don't know why you
if
would
it's
do it
a
with the
booty call, no. Be like, I can wait a week.
Yeah, but some people really can't. So just like wear a condom. And
Also, bring tissues. Not only for like taking off the condom when you use it, like if he decides he wants to like come,
It's like, oh wait, I'm leaking.
so then you're gonna need tissues
No.
for that, and then just to clean up the blood in the process that has smeared all over the place.
So,
yeah, just wrap it up.
not a good time.
Also,
No. The best position though to have sex while you're on your period is missionary, just because the blood flow won't come out as fast and as, I guess, not
as thick.
thick. such a gross word to use, but yes, as thick.
Blood can come out thick.
Yes, it can. You don't want to know.
And then for if guys don't want to like touch the condom, just have
Girls,
your
take
partner
it
do
off.
it. Yeah.
Just you
It's
know,
your
you don't
own
want to.
blood. Touch it.
You don't
Yeah.
want to scar the guy, and he has to touch all that, because then he's never gonna want to touch you when you're on that time.
Unless he's like really into like blood. It's, like,
But I
which is
mean-
disgusting.
Even so, it probably was part of the guys idea to have sex on a period, so I don't think he should
Oh,
be
so
that
it's
grossed
the
out.
guys now.
No,
Well,
no.
it's-
He shouldn't be that grossed out, but we're just saying it'd be, easier for the guy during this whole time if you would remove it.
Yeah.
So then he doesn't have to suffer as
or,
much.
Like, get
Touch
his
it.
hands bloody in the crime scene sex.
And then also, you can do shower sex, which I've heard that, like, during those times, usually your blood doesn't flow out that much. Or if it does, like, you can't see it because the water's just rushing all over you. So it's almost like you're having normal sex.
Yeah, they said that most people, or I've heard that most people don't really notice that they're on their period during shower sex because it's water and blood. And unless you look down and you're like, yo, I'm bleeding, then, I mean, I doubt you're going to do that when you're having
Wait, shouldn't
sex,
you be
though.
looking down? Like, how do you not notice when you're in the shower? It's like,
No, I mean, like, I think they mean by, like, feeling it. It'll probably just feel wet. Because, I mean,
It just feels wet, like water's just rushing.
yeah,
around.
so you don't really feel the blood.
because I'm saying, like, if you don't notice, like, you're bleeding when you're taking a shower.
You got some issues. But, yeah, that's... Sorry, just thinking about it. Oral.
Ugh.
Earning your red wings.
That's...
No.
it's just...
Mm-mm. No. Just no.
There's really nothing...
I mean, like,
Like-
for a guy to do that to a girl, I mean, first off, if he doesn't even want to deal with the blood on a condom, why would you go down?
Yeah.
But then, I think, you can flip it the other way and the girl could give oral sex in order to also pleasure her guy.
Well, yeah, that's what I heard. A lot of girls go down on their partners during that time, so they're not bored with it. That sounds really mean.
It sounds
But-
mean, but then yet again, it's like,
I guess to keep their sex life going.
keep things interesting.
Yeah.
Once a month, the guy gets a special little pleasure.
It's like...
Why once a month? It should be every time you have sex.
Oh,
Not every time you have sex do you get to go
can't be
down.
selfish, God.
You get all the pleasures.
Yeah.
Foreplay. Come on, you have to have foreplay.
Yeah, you can have foreplay all you want, just not that.
Just
You don't
not
go that
all the
far.
time.
Okay, so a guy has to go down on a girl,
No.
But-
The guy does not have to go down on the girl.
but you would like it.
Well, a guy would like it if a girl went down on him. Not
So
necessarily it's saying that you need it.
Okay, so maybe. Or whatever.
But I'm saying for during this time, it'd be easier if a girl went down instead of a guy going down there.
Yeah,
Because
that's true. Because there's
The guy will
like
have to deal with
Splash
all that.
Mountain and blood down there. I mean,
The red tide.
ew.
the crimson tide.
You guys, it's so gross. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Do it when she's not like on her. Like,
When it's not a heavy flow.
Yeah, when it's not a heavy flow, just because it's gross. The girls aren't gonna feel. Some girls may feel sexy, but I know a good amount of girls won't feel sexy when their flow is like at its heaviest.
Oh,
I mean,
no. It's
I-
like when the worst cramps come along, and you're just like, I don't want to
usually feel
move.
so
How do
agitated.
you feel sexy? Say, oh my god, I'm bleeding. I'm
Well,
sexy.
you don't know what some girls are into. They're like, you know what? Some people thought we're having sex with dead bodies, okay? I mean, just wait until she's off. Like, so basically, don't do it on the first day, or try not
First couple of days.
first couple days, depending on how long your partner's period lasts. And then, if your partner tells you no,
It's no.
it's a no. Don't
Which
push
secretly means yes.
No, it's
No!
a no. At this time, it is no. Like, there is not a chance that they'll want you to do it. Don't
And-
even, like, try to push them. Just, if the girl says no, then it's no. If the guy says no, it is no.
And don't, like, ask the girl when she's, like, the most irritated. Because she's just going to be like, yo, no. You're not having sex even after I'm off my period. Because you can piss a girl off that way. And, yeah, just respect your partner's decisions on whether or not they want to have sex. And it doesn't mean secretly yes, Jeffrey.
Never
Well,
means secretly yes.
when it comes to girl, everything's flipped. When they say no, they really mean yes. Like they're tricking the guy. Like they ask a guy something and they want a certain answer.
You know what? This is a different topic. We do not want to get into this right now. This is not what we want to get into.
So many topics that we can go through.
Well, I mean, do you guys want to show them the clips or what?
Do you want to jump straight into the religion? Are you religious?
That's
okay.
Awesome.
So we decided not only to look up the issues on just, having sex on the period itself, we decided to look into the religious aspects because a lot of people have a problem with girls not only just having sex, but having sex on the period. So we decided to look into, at least, what is it? We have 5 religions that have a really big problem with girls on their period.
Well, the first one is Judaism. Basically, it forbids, or this religion forbids physical contact between male and females during this time and for a whole week after. And basically the person who's on her period has to do a ritual bath for 2 weeks, I believe, which is called the bleeding days, which is when she's on her period. So she has to take a ritual bath to make sure she's cleansing herself, but she can't have any contact with men.
So every 2 weeks for 2 weeks they have to do this ritual bath?
Yes. They have a ritual bath for the bleeding days, which is that first week. And then they have a ritual bath for the cleaning days, which is the week after.
Yeah.
Sounds so time consuming.
Well, they're not, when we were reading up on it, the women, can't have any kind of contact with the men. They have to place things onto a table, and the men will have to pick it up from a table.
Yeah.
They can't
touch any physical
they
contact.
They can't touch each other. They can't hold each other's hands.
I thought it was sexual contact.
No, it's any kind of physical contact.
So it's I touched you, bam, you're going to hell?
It's forbidden.
No, it's not bam, you're going to hell, but it's really frowned upon.
No, it's forbidden in their culture. They just don't allow it.
So in their religion, then there's only 2 weeks where they can have any contact at all.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
It's during those 2 weeks that they can't.
Because the first 7 days is the bleeding days, and then the second week is the 7 clean days. Sorry. And basically no intercourse, or intercourse is forbidden. You can't have sex with each other.
Yeah.
That must suck.
Because you were thinking about doing it with someone on their period?
No, I'm just saying no contact at all for 2 weeks.
Well, I guess they take it really seriously because the women are seen as dangerous, and even their breath is considered harmful. Even their breaths are considered harmful. The environment around them, it's really harmful.
Well, have you seen that woman on YouTube who can crush cans with her breasts?
What?
She can they are dangerous.
Each time you go on a different tangent. This has nothing to do with this.
Continue.
But the whole reason Judaism does this is because they want the men to see their wives or partners as pure and not just as a sex object, as an actual person. They have feelings. Why are you laughing? I'm being serious.
It's true.
Okay, continue.
Okay. The second religion we have is Christianity, where they see the women that are on their period as dangerous. Women during this time can't receive communion. They can't keep positions of authority. They should not have intercourse, and they should not attend church services. And then another little thing that I found was they can't touch raw or fresh food, and then there's no contact with men.
Once again, with men.
Once again, they're off on their own little thing.
I mean, I don't know if a lot of people still follow that. I mean,
nowadays it's some of them. It depends on the certain Christianity. You are.
And it's really rare just because in our generation, some people are religious, but a lot of people don't
follow the religious aspects of it.
Yeah, so it's not this happens every month. It just depends on the person and what they follow.
Yes.
Hinduism. The women are seen as impure and polluted, which is really sad, and they can be considered a curse during their period. So it's their period is a curse for them.
Well, you do consider it a curse.
Yes, we do consider it a curse, but the thing with this religion is the woman must live
in a hut
outside their town. They can't be in their home.
They can't.
Ah, bitch, get out.
So horrible. But yeah, they have to live in their own little hut. They can't.
What? They can't. What was it?
They can't bathe.
work and they can't comb their hair. Like they can't bathe. They can't do anything. They're just stuck in this little house during this whole time.
They can't have any access to
Water.
water basically. So
What do they drink?
They pack their water ahead of time
yeah,
and they take it with
can't
them.
Take like
Oh.
a bath with their water. They can't
They-
like comb their hair with water. They can't do anything.
They
with
can't do
water, but
anything.
Probably drink it. That's actually a really good question. I didn't think about that. But I know they can't have contact, like bathe themselves in water.
Because I mean, they can't like take their own water. It's like, how do they survive?
hmm
That's a good question.
But they can't even. They have to use separate utensils, and they can't enter a prayer room or a temple during this time, which is like a really bad kind of thing since they do pray a lot.
Yeah.
They can't
It's a huge
enter
deal.
like their own like sacred place.
No, see, that doesn't make sense. If they're practicing their religion
well,
during
they-
this time, they're like banned from doing anything.
No, they're not
Because-
banned. They're just banned from going into the sacred houses of it, like a sacred temple or sacred
Because of
prayer room,
religion.
because of
So
They're
their religion, which they practice, is telling them don't go to this holy place.
Basically,
Don't- because you're impure at this time.
but after that, you're cool.
Yeah. During this time is you're impure, so you're not supposed to go into a sacred place.
It's
So then it's after you're all done with it, you're back to your normal state, so then you can go back in,
yeah, these
which
religions
is really weird.
take it very seriously.
And then the other religion was Islam.
Islam.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Is the impure, as they call them now, are avoided by all men. They're impure from your like religious functions only. They can't enter a shrine or a mosque, and they can't. She cannot pray
She can't pray.
or fast during Ramadan.
Mm-hmm.
So when that Ramadan period's going on, you can't do anything.
Yeah, you're just kind of there.
She cannot have intercourse for 7 days from the day the bleeding starts.
Meaning like the first.
The
day
first day
to
for a
7
whole
days
nother
after
week.
that. Even like if your periods are short, you have to wait 7
Yeah.
days.
And like the funny thing is like when you're mentioned on the other one is she can't do daily prayers. So
can't.
basically during this time I guess like it feels like they can't be.
Like her religion's telling her
religious.
don't be religious.
Yes.
Oh,
But she has to do ritual washings during this time.
Yeah.
So then she could come clean again and do her normal routines.
It's like them helping, the religion's helping them become pure again, I guess you can
I
say.
guess so.
It's very blurred lines there. But yeah.
Very strange.
And yeah, she can't do her normal rituals until she becomes clean again. So, or cleanses herself again. So,
So it's almost like yes, they are telling her she cannot
be who she wants to be at this moment.
do anything.
Buddhism is the last religion we have. And basically, it's viewed as a natural physical event for women. And it's nothing more, nothing less. It is, some were taught in this religion that it's a huge vulnerability and it's dangerous. And because the menstrual blood is viewed as like dirt or poison, which is it's really messed up.
Dip the tip of an arrow in the blood. Flat.
Ew. And
This is so
I mean, some people think that,
they lose their chi or
yeah, which is
their
like
chi.
their life force
which is like everything that they believe, like
Their
everything
chi.
that their existence
during their menstrual
during their menstrual cycle.
Strikel.
cycle.
Can we not?
But yeah, I mean, Buddhism isn't crazy huge on it being forbidden or
Yeah.
whatnot.
It was the most like relaxed one out of them all. Just kind of like, oh well, it happens. It happens. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing much you can do about it.
And like we said, it's not this. I don't know. We don't know for sure if this is still practiced. Some people
Yeah.
may still practice it. Some people may just see it as forbidden in their cultures. Like the one person I interviewed, she said it was completely forbidden in her culture, and they don't even talk about it.
And I'm just in the Like, damn it, Victoria, she said forbidden.
And I thought she meant like they just couldn't touch each other. But then I asked him like, well, do you know why? And I felt really bad after. She's like, no, it's forbidden. I was like, oh, you can't even talk about it. Never mind. So I felt really dumb at that point.
I'm in the back just like, God,
I
Victoria.
was like, I'm sorry. I was just wondering.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about those clips, we did go out onto our campus to ask, with the help of one of our writers here at the Chronicle, Christian Ray. We asked some students what they thought about it, if they've ever heard about it, and what they thought about crime scene sex or earning your red wings, riding the red dragon, all that juicy stuff. So we'll go ahead and play that for
It's
you.
not juicy. Why do you use such
My name is Cloud Canute.
My name is Gerardo.
My name is Ricardo Navarro.
Johnny Bennett.
Shanisha. I'm Emily. Many
difficulties.
Hey, Cypress College. My name is Christian Ray. I'm standing with
Right.
Steve.
Haley.
Hey, Cypress College. My name is Christian Ray. I'm standing with
Steve.
Haley.
Caroline.
Tiffany.
Corinne.
Omar Siraj.
Felicia.
We just had a couple of questions for you. First, are you sexually active?
Like right now, this moment? No.
not right
No.
No? Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Yes. What? Oh, yeah.
No.
Are you sexually active right now?
Yes.
Are you religious at all?
No. Yes, to an extent.
Do you think religion and sex have anything in common, relate to each other at all?
Definitely. Definitely.
I think for some religions, it's more than others. Others, you can kind of just get away with it and still do both.
I see.
They kind of depend on your religion, you know, whether or not your values, where they stand with being sexual active or not. Personally, mine is to wait till marriage.
I see. You ever heard of like crime scene sex or riding the red dragon or red winging?
No, that sounds gross.
No. Do you have any ideas what it may mean?
Like having sex with a dead body from a crime scene?
No, that not as bad, but.
No.
Okay, but basically, it means having sex with a girl when she's on her period.
Oh.
Yeah. So, do you have any opinions on that?
No. It sounds fine. Ew, that does not sound fine.
Are you a fan?
No. I don't think so. No.
That's a good answer. It's kind of a weird fetish if it is,
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's kind of on the weird side, yeah, for sure.
I see. So, have you ever thought about that?
I mean, it's happened on accident. I don't think it's like thought of.
Oh, so it's happened with you on accident. You just kind of
like it's not like let's totally get together and plan this out. Like no.
wait for that time of the month and then we'll meet up.
No, that's not a thing that I would like. No.
So it has happened before.
Yes.
And were you okay with it?
Freaked me out. I thought I broke something, but and then it was just kind of weird, and then I just kind of like stopped.
So what are your thoughts about that?
Well, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. You should not do it, I think.
Shouldn't do it. It means having sex with a girl when she's on her period.
Ew. Stop saying that. Ew.
Yeah, that's fine. So what do you think about that?
That's gross.
So it's not something you would probably want to do or consider doing at all in the future.
Not at all.
I'm okay with that, to each his own. Not personally a big fan.
So do it yourself, maybe.
Do it myself? I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. It'd have to depend on the situation. Probably not. I'd probably wait a day or two.
Not religious and you're sexually active and like you're not been active for a long time, that would make you do it probably.
All right, so you have no interest really, or okay, I understand.
All right, then.
Thanks a lot.
Whatever the person's into. I don't know. No.
No? All right, 2 yeses, I guess, and then we're going to say 2 nos. So basically, it's okay if they're into it, but it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Oh, I see. Awesome. All right, well, that's great. Thank you very much. Is there any circumstance which you could imagine yourself or someone else being okay with that?
I can't imagine it, actually.
I see. All right, well, there you go, guys.
I mean, like I said, no. I guess not. No, I wouldn't like plan it out and go out and do it, I guess. But if it happens, I guess it happens. But you would probably just stop and then move on with your life.
Give it a couple days, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome, man. Well, thanks a lot.
All right, no problem.
Thanks.
I haven't done it personally. I don't think I'd like to try, honestly. But if Carmen lecture called me up, if she was on her period, you never know, man. I might go the other way. Might change our mind on that one.
As you can see, there's always an exception. All right, thanks again.
All right, thanks, man. Have a good one, man.
All right, and we're back. So that was our fellow writer here at the Chronicle, just interviewing fellow students on the campus to see what their reaction was. As you can see, the reaction was both negative and positive in a way. It was kind of even.
Yeah.
Some people were for it. Other people were saying, if that's what the person wants to do, then good for them.
Yeah.
Other people are just saying straight out no.
I would say straight out no. No, not
Well,
gonna
some
happen.
people that we asked, they're just like, nope, and walked away.
There was one guy that we went up to that Kristen was going to interview, and he started to agree to the interview, but when he asked Kristen what the topic was about, jokingly Kristen answered, "Oh, we're gonna talk about vaginas."
And the guy was like, out, nope, and like walked away. It was great. Like, he was just so against that topic. It was really interesting. He was like, nope. It was great.
Like, literally just turned around and walked as soon as he heard vaginas.
But yeah, I mean, what about your reactions? What do you think of the people who answered?
Well, I personally loved a couple of them that were just like straight out. They're just like, yeah, what happens? Yeah, like the people that had opinions about it were good. And like they gave it more of an interesting perspective. Like, I mean, I loved the girl that was just like, ew, no, like gross.
Like we said before, that was a lot of people's reactions. They were just so grossed out about it. They're just like, ew.
There was that one of the girls. By the way, thank you to all who participated in the interviews. But she was one of the girls from the dentist group, the girls that were like in the seat, where she was like, "Oh, it sounds fine."
Oh yeah,
and then you had the other. It's like, "Ew, no, it does not sound fine."
That group of girls was really interesting, just because one of them I don't think really wanted to participate, but she was thrown in there by her friends. Yeah. And then the girl who wasn't even paying attention, she was just like, "What?"
She was like all interested in her food.
Yeah, and it's like, okay. But no, seriously, thanks guys for participating.
And another thing we did we went to our human sexuality teacher, Susan Johnson, and we asked her if we could ask some of her students to see how they reacted versus those who are just on campus. So we have those who were in the human sexuality class who, for most of the semester now, have been talking about similar topics to such as
anything.
these. So we went to get their answers for the same questions and see how they reacted to it. So we'll go ahead and play those for you now.
My name is Cloud Canute.
My name is Gerardo Murillo.
My name is Ricardo Navarro.
Johnny Bennett.
Shanisha. I'm Emily. My name is Crystal.
Are you sexually active?
Yes, since I'm married.
I'm not.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Are you religious?
No.
No. No, I'm. No, but I'm spiritual.
Christian, but I don't really practice the religion as much as I used to.
I'm Catholic.
I'm Muslim.
So have you heard of crime scene sex?
Before today, no. No.
Recently, yeah, I have.
Recently, yeah.
No.
No, just like a few minutes ago.
Just recently.
Okay, basically it's when a girl is on her period and you have sex with her. So have you ever experienced that?
Once.
How do you feel about it?
I feel like if it's someone like you've known for a while or have feelings for, like it's all right, but just be safe. Like whenever I do it, I've done it like maybe a couple times, but I use condoms. Just like be safe about it.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't?
Disgusting.
So so you just no?
No.
Total no?
Yes. No.
Okay.
Not for me, but I mean, if the person wants to do it, then whatever.
For me, my
Period is very personal and it's a very bad experience for me. So no, I'd feel really uncomfortable. So no, I guess not.
It's pretty scary.
So if a girl like you fell in love with, or would you ever consider it?
Well, if I fall in love with her, then that's kind of different. Instead of picking up a girl off the street and doing it with her while she's on her period.
In our religion, it's discussed that it's forbidden, so we don't do it in that certain time.
Do you know why it's forbidden?
Usually when something forbidden, we don't discuss it. It's forbidden, it's forbidden. I'm sure it has bad effect for health, or maybe women, they are in pain. So God knows the best, so he said it's forbidden. So probably women will be in pain, maybe they don't like it, disgusted. So certain reason, I believe whatever God says is true, so I follow it.
Okay.
We're in an open relationship. Go have sex with someone else on their period, but use a condom.
Well, that's good. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it. Thank you. I think that's it. We good? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So I think that's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey guys, so that was Mrs. Johnson's human sexuality class. That meets Wednesdays at 10:45, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yes. 10:45.
So again, also thank you to them who participated. Thank you, Miss Johnson, for letting us use your class. Also, she gave us some insights and advice, right?
Yes.
About the topic we were talking about.
Which was basically like the pros and cons we talked about. Pros and cons we talked about.
Alright, that's pretty much it that we have for you for this episode on Taboo Topics for the week of the 25th of March. So, again, I'm your host, Jeff Lopez, along with Victoria Cardenas and Donna Martinez. Thanks for joining us, and you can see us next week around this time, hopefully, maybe sooner or later. We'll
sometime next week.
We'll update it.
Yeah.
And you can. We don't know the topic yet. We are in discussion, but it will be a debate
for you guys.
Oh, there you go.
What would you like us to debate about? We want to have a debate, whether it just be girls versus guys or just a whole group debate. And we want to bring some people in, but we need a topic. So we're asking you guys, what can you help us with? Give us some topics. I mean, you can get to us back on our Facebook. You can email.
Yeah, you can look at the links below. We'll put them
Look at our little links. Just, give us an idea, because we're looking. We need some.
Oh, you're looking, huh?
You can also go to cycron.com and email us there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
We each have our individual emails there. Yes. You can get me at jeff@cycron.com.
Victoria@cycron.com.
Or
Donna@cycron.com.
I was like, oh, wait, my other email.
All right, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, I forgot. I stopped the streaming.
You already stopped it?
I stopped. Now. Now we're good.
Okay. Am I good?
We're good. Oh, what the fudge?
Everything okay?
You may have been logged out.
You may have. Oh, this is bullshit.
You mean we might have been logged out during our show?
I think we're still going on right now.
Oh, hey guys!
Wait.
You need to figure this out. I need to leave like in 2
Sorry.
minutes.
We're still going, Jeff. Can you still see us on screen?
Stop the recording and streaming there.
There.
Alright, yeah, we're still going. Stop streaming.
Bye, guys.